Hello, Divine Feminines. Welcome to the channel. So happy to see you here today. I just want to thank everybody for your likes, shares, subscribes, let you know how much I appreciate you. Your beautiful comments and words uplift me and make me feel as if what I'm doing is of benefit to others, and that's what it's all about, is service to others, right? So I'm just really grateful, and I want you to know that I love all you guys, and you can talk to me about anything you need to. You can say anything. I love it. You're great. I love your beautiful comments, and they really do make my day. And I go back. Sometimes I answer too fast and feel like I should have thought about my answer. I'm just not that great at small talk. Even my family are like, "Oh my God, there's Mom. What are we going to talk about now?" So. Hello, honey.
It smells so good in here, Grandma.
Yeah, it's beautiful outside, darling. Go out and get you some sunshine. Come on. And anyway, yeah, I just love being here. It's something I look forward to every day, even though it terrifies the hell out of me. Okay? So I just force myself through it and know that one way or another it'll be okay. I just feel that. So I'm going to bring out the dice here, and we're going to shuffle the dice. And I've been changing my room around again. It's that spring fever thing. And I'm going to look on here, and I believe it is Monday, the 26th. And the moon is moving into Libra. And wow. And the moon is trine Pluto. So we got some deep stuff going on. Pluto's always, Pluto goes in and exposes or wrecks things that don't belong there, to change our lives, to make us better. And we have Libra, and we have Jupiter, and we have the number 9. So we are coming, number 9, let's see, that is Saturn and Sagittarius. Okay. We are coming to the end of a place of where we're carrying too many burdens. And these burdens have been on our shoulders for hundreds of years. We carry them over from our ancestors. We think the same as our ancestors. And this is coming to an end. We're going to have a more balanced way and a expansion, which is Libra and Jupiter. The 9 was on top. That's the end of the way things were. Now we're going to be expanding, not just in the way we think, but in justice too, because Libra represents justice, and we all deserve justice. And the first justice we deserve, what I must say, is we are justifiably required to learn to love ourselves in a way that makes us feel good about who we are. It's very important, because your value is not based upon your money. Your value is based because you're a beautiful human being creature, a sentient being, a thinking being, a feeling being, a beautiful, ever-changing universe is what you are, that are born to this planet in order to change and bring new things upon this planet to make it a better place. And so we all know that, right? We're learning this. This is our spiritual lessons, our spiritual teachings. This is about learning to love ourselves, our self-worth, being strong, being courageous, believing in ourselves, and trusting ourselves. The trust is big, isn't it? Trusting our own selves, making our own decisions, and trusting that they'll be okay and take us where we need to go. I guess you guys can see today that I don't have my hat on. Well, the weather's warming up and it's time to take off the old hat, I think. It's like 60 degrees here in Washington. Is that crazy? That's crazy. It's not even the end of February yet. But, I think we're going to have a hot summer with all the explosions coming off the sun and everything. We have six, the mentor, wisdom, using your experiences and turning it into wisdom, understanding, the wise old owl. Wisdom don't come until we reach a certain age and had a certain amount of experiences that really reinforce the lesson, right? We really sometimes don't get the lesson the first time, and we repeat the lesson, until we are capable of understanding what we should and shouldn't do, and that takes time and it takes progress. Let's see, I believe that is number 6, and let's read from the book. I love these new cards. They're called the Archetypes of the Wild Unknown, and they're very beautiful. I love their deep meanings. We got 7, the poet, the mentor. Okay, so if you're in the light and you're shining, the way you should be, you'll be focused, clear, bright, and you remain a student, ever learning, always. Always we're learning. But if you're in the dark, it's self-serving. You're envious, maybe angry about people, envious of youth, wishing you weren't. That's funny because I'll tell you after this, but to be envious of youth, to not appreciating yourself where you're at and what you've been through and the beauty that is within you that is just waiting to come out. Don't need makeup. Don't need to be young to be beautiful. You can be beautiful at any age. It's all about how you feel about you. It doesn't matter what other people feel about. I don't care how people feel about me. It doesn't matter. My whole life I grew up without any self-worth. And at this point in my life, I am going to love myself. And every time I look into the mirror, I say, hello, beautiful. You natural beauty, you. How many women dare to just wear their age and say, I'm still beautiful and I can still do anything I want to do? Age is nothing but a number. Hell, half the time I don't even remember how old I am. I don't even care when my birthday comes around. I don't count them. I live by the moon, the cycles of the moon. I live day to day. Every day I wake up, it's a new day. I'm alive. Everything is new. And this is the way I want to see life. And don't be worried about those young kids, man. They might be, tight skinned and all that stuff. But let me tell you something, they go through hell, mental stress, which brings us to aging. That's why we got to let go of all that. No matter what age we are, begin right now. And you probably never age another day. Love yourself. Give yourself good thoughts and good love. Give yourself good love. How do you give yourself good love? Every time you do something that you know was a good deed, you pat yourself on the back. And you make sure you let yourself know that you're a good human on this planet and that you are needed. Yeah, every time you look in the mirror, you tell yourself you are beautiful and worthy of anything you dream of. Let it be known, not just to you, but tell the other side too. When you look in the mirror, it's magic. Let yourself know. Don't look at the wrinkles. Look at you, your soul, your strength, your courage. How loyal. How willing to do what you can to make sure the family is taken care of. That's beautiful. Beautiful. You are the mentor of your family. Walk in pride with your age. Lucky to be however old we are. Not everybody makes it here. And not only that, not everybody got to be here at this time when we're actually transforming old things into brand new. The wisdom we carry with us. We fly. We're beautiful. Know that you're beautiful. And believe me, everybody around you will know it too. Yeah, it might take time to convince yourself. It took me a little while. It took me 2 years to understand how beautiful I am. And I'm not bragging. I just know that I have so much love in my heart. And everybody tells me they love. They love the love. Just loving makes you beautiful. But it starts within. You got to love yourself first before you can love everybody like you love you. Unconditionally. Yeah, we got scars, we got wrinkles, but that don't make us who we are. Our heart, our mind, the love within us, that's what makes us who we are. So we're going to set this to the side. You've had your lecture for the day. It doesn't matter about age. What matters is how do you feel? And the better you feel, the more beautiful you're going to feel. And the truth is, you will feel better when you begin to learn to love yourself, when you forgive yourself, when you don't shame yourself, when you don't call yourself names, when you say you're beautiful just like you are and dare anybody to defy you. And believe me, they won't. They won't, because you are beautiful. Think high thoughts. Purple. The purple clouds. Make sure you believe in yourself and think highly of yourself, because the love you pour into yourself is the love you pour into others. If you pour into yourself shame and hate and my life sucks and I always have to do this, that's exactly what you're going to pour into those around you. You don't want to do that. The starfish. Be the star of your own show. Understand that, you don't need anybody to tell you anything. That you can believe what you want on your own. You can change your perspective. You can say, I am a beauty. I've got a beautiful heart. I have a beautiful soul. I have an eternal soul and spirit. Beautiful. And when you begin to peel off all those layers of who you aren't, your true soul will shine through. You'll never need makeup again. Because you're just going to be exuding love. And people love love. Very few people ever really experience true love. But you got to experience within yourself. Fall in love with you. Dredge up all the beautiful parts of yourself. Write it down on a piece of paper. Remind yourself every day. I had to. Yeah, I had to. I got put out for a younger woman. I had a lot of pain. I felt rejected. And I knew that I did not and was not going to live like that. So it took me a year or two to come into my own. I only blossomed the last 2 years of my whole life. I'm better now than I've ever been. And I love me. And I'm so grateful that I put in this work. I'm so grateful that I worked on myself to find who I truly am deep down in my core, right? Okay, we're going to get a guidance card, and it looks like today we're going to be talking about agelessness, about working on ourselves in such a way that our soul shines through and we become ageless. It don't matter how old we are. Guidance. Let's do this, ladies. Divine Feminines. Please like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. Just in case you forget, crappy happens sometimes, but I would appreciate your support. Okay, what deck are we going to use? Let us look. Well, we're talking about the Divine Feminine. Let's go with Gaia to start off. Gaia. If anybody knows, I Gaia, is that the universe? Like, I don't call the spirits or the energies very many names, but the universe to me seems to be a mind of its own. If anybody knows who Gaia is, she the sun? Is she the earth? Is she the four elements all together as one and the fifth element as Gaia? Can anybody help me to understand um, the entity or the Gaia? The child, emotional intellect. Yeah, I've chased it all over the place. G-I-A. IA is an abbreviation in science for billions of years. So that's why I wondered if Gaia is like the mind of the universe. No, maybe not. Anyway, okay, here we go, ladies. I love you guys. Let's draw a card and let's see what we get. Okay. First, we've drawn this one. Healing. You know, he's got that serpent wrapped around that staff. Well, let's talk about the staff. This staff stands for your spine. Yeah, your backbone. Right? And he's got the serpent that wraps around the staff, which stands for your energetic center, your chakra system. And in some languages, they would call this the Kundalini. And so this is our healing power that is naturally within us, right? Now, we need to clean the old energies out because our old energies, whatever you think of yourself, is not real. Because you have a beautiful, enlightened soul that drives this body. And what you want to do is get rid of all the fake and bring out your natural beauty, your natural soul, the natural light that shines through in you. And I can say this because I have seen my soul. I saw it. I saw it. I saw my spirit too. I can see through these energies. This is about healing and accepting yourself for who you are, where you are right now at this moment. Not apologizing to yourself, but just loving yourself. I love you. And this is healing. You see, we're talking about the Kundalini, cleaning out old energies. This is 11. 11 is a higher vibration too. So Mother Gaia or Gaia is saying to you that you have this natural energetic system within you to raise your vibration, to bring the soul out to shine. And it begins by feeling your emotions, by cleansing. I've been cleansing for a year and a half. And if you go back through my old videos, you can see I have come a long, long way. And, the cleansing is to draw down the ethers and run them through your chakra system. And the ethers and ethics are basically the same thing. So what it does is cleanse off the lies and all those things that are in your energetic center that ain't real. And we begin to live by the laws of the universe, the ethics. And this is a beautiful thing. It's harmlessness. We become harmless. But even especially to ourselves, do you know how much harm and damage we put on ourselves when we condemn ourselves, when we judge ourselves, when we're hard on ourselves, when we tell ourselves we can't do this, or you're no good, or, you lost, or blah, 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 blah. Our body knows that. Our elements are alive. Our air is alive. It feels that. Our water is alive. It feels that. It takes in these feelings that you direct in yourself, and it ages you and it takes away your vitality. It subdues your little child that's within. You want to set her free. Then you become like a creature of the wild. You walk authentically like a jaguar walks through the woods. Don't ask anybody, can it come in? It just walks through, right? Look at him standing out like that. That jaguar don't ask permission to eat. It eats what it needs. And it does what it does. Not because it needs permission, but because that's what it wants to do. And that's what happens when you become authentic. The wisdom of the owl is that we don't let nobody lead and guide and tell us what to do. We work these things out in our own mind through our own contemplation and processing. And we heal through healing our energetic centers that have been absorbing everybody's energy for however old you are. Because we're like sponges. We just suck up everybody's energy. Do you know who you are? Do you thousands of thoughts going through your head and you're like, where the hell did they come from? They come from everybody and everywhere. They travel in the air. They're swords, they're thoughts, they're air. Their, thoughts travel billions and thousands of miles around the universe. So we want to make sure that when we think about ourselves, we want to think of ourselves with integrity, because we're made in the image of a creator. And the creator that's within us, like this, this jaguar ain't going to ask, well, can I create dinner tonight? The jaguar does what it wants without anybody telling it what to do. And it learns to make its own decisions. These are creatures that are in the wild. But if you think about it, humanity is really close to the same thing. We have a wild side. It's within us. It seeks solitude. It seeks inner knowing. And when you begin to work and cleanse out your energies and you begin to get that inner knowing within you, you will walk without a care, because you will be like a rod, straight up and down, like that stick. You'll know. You will be north to south, east to west, and your directions will always be, highlighted. You'll be able to understand where you're going and why. And really, this is where you want to get, right? To be one with nature, to be one with creation, with the water, with the creatures, with the animals, with the trees, with the earth. While you're on this planet, you want to feel like you're at home, right? Like you belong here and you're grounded, and you want to feel like everything's going to go for you for the good. You don't want more than you need, but God will provide everything you need. And then after that, if you got everything you need, what do you need, right? And then you start providing for your wants. But what you need first off is to make sure that you're loving yourself as you need to, like Mother Earth loves us. Look at all the food she gives us. She gives us animals. She gives us trees. She gives us flowers. You love yourself like that. That's Mother Earth loving herself with her living creatures. How she wants to develop herself into being. 2 cards again. 2 and 2. Okay, we have here the youth. Now, what this is saying to me is that when you begin to love yourself, remember it's a journey. And in the beginning, everything, will seem like it's going slow. But as the energy builds up within you of you giving yourself the good dignity and respect that you deserve, Divine Feminine, and not accepting anything else from anyone else, to just turn around on your heel and walk away if they're not treating you how you feel you deserve to be treated, including your children, because you deserve the utmost respect. You brought them into this world. You are a portal to this world. You are a protector, actually, of your family. And so you make sure your journey is full of lots of self love. Maybe you have a dog that loves you very much. And what else is that there? There's something else behind there. I'm going to get me a magnifying glass this month. You know, being loyal to yourself. This is what this tells me. And see the stick? It's not yet decorated with the healing emblems of this. But as you take this journey and you work on loving yourself, see how your stick or your spine will get stronger and straighter, and you'll begin to have the adornments on it. You'll have your kundalini flowing. Yes, 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 yes. And you'll have your pentacle, which is, this makes me think the pentacle is a representation of the body. That you've been taking care of your body, you've been taking care of your mind. Yes, the leaves, the air up above. See the tree growing off that stick? And this is the journey that you're beginning. And at the end, this is where you'll stand, whether you're starting as a youngster or somebody that, up in my age bracket, but you'll catch up quick. It don't take long. Once you start getting it, and how important it is to be good to yourself, to feed yourself healthy, to love yourself healthy, to give yourself 10 minutes of exercise a day, to dance, to play, to look at things that make you feel beautiful inside. And the change will come. Because, even though this one comes second, this one comes first, this is where we ultimately end up. This is where I am now, where my spirit and I are one, and I know what I want in life. I want peace, joy, love, happiness. And these are things that I never experienced until I began to love myself. And that took time. That took time once I recognized, once God told me, look, you brought all this hell on yourself because you hate yourself. Okay, well, then I thought maybe I better change because I'm not happy with the way things have been. And so, and God told me it was the right thing to do because I am a creation of creation. How dare I not love His work? How dare you not love God's work? Love you. Sometimes I get so focused on looking to the, looking at you guys is what I'm feeling like. I forget to look at the card. It's a deep dive into using your intuition. See how she's secluded? She got her hat on. She don't want nobody to read her face, read her thoughts, because she's working on her own web. See her working on that web. She's creating her life. She's focusing on her idea of the I almost said perfection because we can't reach perfection. We're authentic. We're going to make mistakes. But she wants to be as close and loving to herself as she can be. And that means you will be listening to your intuition. The owl is all about wisdom and intuition. The cat, look at the black cat. I love me a black cat. It's all about hearing the deeper parts of your energy, knowing what you need and bringing it up to you so that you can move forward in your life, loving yourself in such a way that it actually overpours into everybody around you. And you become somewhat irresistible because you're shining, you're beautiful, you're teaching, you're loving, you're being kind. Gosh, people almost, when I go shopping, I have people at checkout that wait for me to come up because I end up hugging everybody and they come for hugs for far and wide and love. And I love these people. I've been knowing it. I don't know them personally. I just know that when I get there, that all of a sudden this camaraderie starts. We start talking, loving one another, and they're laughing and they're just so grateful to have that break from that day-to-day work, and it makes me feel so good because they're hugging and it's just crazy. But this is the way I live my life now. Death and rebirth, I know it to a lot of people. To me, through several years ago, before I went homeless, the thought of people loving and hugging me in a grocery store would have been horrifying. But after I went homeless and lost everything and didn't know what was going to happen to me, and people began hugging me while I was on the corner and loving me, I realized that I needed that. I really did. And I began to let people love and hug on me and tell me they love me and that I was going to be okay. And it took me time, but when I began to believe all those things, and I died to the old me thinking everything was horrible and always going to be horrible and had always been horrible. I began to finally believe with faith and hope that God was going to guide me to a better place. It took a couple years, but here I am. Here I am. So faith and hope and belief will bring a lot of things to an ending in order to help you have a new beginning. And that is beautiful. Let the old die and then bring out the new in you. Let your child be reborn. Your inner child, your inner joy, your inner enthusiasm, your inner, woohoo, let's go play. That child. It might not be Barbie dolls now. Maybe now you make Barbie clothes. So you get to still have your favorite things around you. Or maybe Raggedy Ann dolls. I don't know. Maybe you loved the kitchen when you were a little girl and wanted to play cook. I don't know what you wanted to do, but bring it back. Bring back those things that you loved when you was a child and crack them. Look at that golden egg. Let that hatch within you. Learn to love yourself. You are an egg just waiting to be hatched into your inner child full of love and joy. Whether you have people to share that with or whether it's just you, it don't matter. What matters is that you're having love and joy and you're having fun and you got things to do and you're really enthralled with it. That's what's important, to get your focus back. A child runs out to play, its focus is on playing. When a child needs love, its focus is on getting love. Generally, when a child is crying, it needs a hug. So if you're crying, hug yourself. If you feel like you're going to cry, hug yourself, especially if it's a sad cry. Sometimes I have cries that are not sad cries, but sometimes I have cries that are sad cries. And when I cry sad, I hug myself. I do. I just literally hug myself. And there's nothing the matter with that. Be your own best friend. Be your own best friend. It's your choice. There it is. Zero. Out of zero comes everything. So I'm going to probably leave that here. You have a choice. You can believe in fairy tales and make believe, that you have to suffer through life every day, or you can transform and alchemize all those energies and bring back your little child. And you do that by going back to wherever you left it. It'll be there waiting for you to uncover it so that it can come out and shine with you. And with that being said, guys, I love y'all. Let's pull an animal card just for the fun of it. Yes, I love you guys. And this is just, every one of these cards was okay, guys. Every single one of these cards, this is of major importance. This was high arcana, every single one. Every single one. That's amazing. 6 high arcana cards in a row about your inner child, about rebirth, about making the choice. Health. We get health. Now, what is that saying to you guys? It's about your health. Your health is your wealth. How you feel about yourself is how healthy you are. You know, like me, I'm 63, and I went to the doctor last year, and there wasn't a damn thing wrong with me. I eat ice cream and cake every day, but I also do my 10 minutes of exercises every single day, sometimes twice a day. I move around the house. I love myself. I think good thoughts and positive things. And I actually think that, that it's an overall part of my health is that I think well of myself and I think well of others, because that's the trick. We just don't want to allow negativity into our lives. So we bring it in through our mind. Don't open the door to anything negative. Think positive. Think well. This is the peacock. I got a peacock tattoo right here. I love peacocks. I love them. Listen to your body and soul and take responsibility for your well being on all levels. Physically, mentally, and spiritually, you deserve a healthy and vibrant life. Well, I don't want to say anything about synchronicity, but I guess you guys can see where this reading went, right? This was all about God speaking. Every one of these cards are high arcana. This is Creator Universe that creates all things in love and peace to tell you how to not tell you, but advise you how to live your best, most beautiful, vibrant life, no matter what age you are. To respect yourself, to respect your life, and to know you're beautiful, no matter what age you are, no matter what anybody else thinks. Because you belong to you, and you are your best friend. And you wouldn't tell your best friend that they're looking old and ugly, would you? No. No, you'd be like, baby, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. And you guys are beautiful. We've all been through life. It's okay. It's okay. We've proven we've been through life. We also prove we can take it and dish it out. Right, girls? I love y'all. I'm closing on that. Be the peacock. Be the peacock. Love yourself. Be proud of yourself. Tell yourself you're the best you've ever been, and age ain't nothing but a damn. Well, we can't remember what the number is, and we don't even worry about it, do we? I don't even have a number most of the time. People ask me how old you are, I'm like, God, I can't remember. Please like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. I hope y'all like this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.